Hello, and welcome back. Northstar here with another episode of my Wildermyth Let's Play. I hope you folks are well. For those new to the series, welcome. For those returning, welcome back. I suggest at least check out the prior episode in this playlist, since I'm partway through a battle here. I do suggest check out this playlist, which is this campaign from the beginning, though. It tells a story. This game is about the story, not just the tactical battles. If you insist on watching this anyways, quick heads up, I'm disabled with long COVID. It makes me not think the most clearly. Be really tired a lot of the time. I am exhausted right now. It's one part the extreme fatigue of this, and other part sleep deprivation, because I have really bad insomnia due to the long COVID. I don't sleep well. I often wake up maybe sometimes as low as 4 hours after I fall asleep. No matter how long I've been out of bed, I don't get very restful sleep. It really sucks. It leaves me in a very debilitated state all the time. But there are good weeks and bad weeks, good months, bad months, good days, bad days. It's pretty random. Anyways, but there's longer cycles and shorter cycles with different symptoms. So sometimes it lines up and sometimes not. Right now I've been trying to get quite a few videos done today because I desperately need this channel to get where I can monetize it so I can survive, because the government doesn't do nearly enough to help people with disabilities financially, especially, and we love to use these obscure terms, financial assistance. The government our society does not provide for the basic human needs of disabled people. And this is especially true when it screws people with SSDI, which it does all the time. In my case, I was young, 31 when I got disabled with long COVID, which is one of the worst ages to get disabled because the work credits required are at maximum, and then exemptions were added by Newt Gingrich basically in the mid-90s to what jobs could pay payroll taxes and thus could contribute to SSDI credits, and that of course exempted 2 of the jobs I worked, so that for a university while I was a grad student. So that just barely left me 2 work credits shy of what I should have had. Actually, there's 1 that's missing somewhere else, so I should have only been 1, but just barely edged out getting any help, just because of a system that's designed to screw over people, especially if they get disabled young. The way the work credits ramp up until you reach 30, 31, and then they just plateau until like 42 is intentionally designed to screw young people who get disabled, because then you have like 10 more years you can be earning work credits, and there is no increase in the requirement. It's intentionally designed just to mess with people. Anyways, fighting a Thrixl Incursion here. Let's see. Oh yeah, and I mean, it may seem ridiculous I'm attributing malice to all these things, but the entire system of rules and regulations in a society like the US is ultimately determined by what's in the interest of the billionaire class. They're the ones who control the government, have controlled the government for a very long time. I mean, since the Gilded Age at least. Back then they might have been multimillionaires, but with inflation they'd be billionaires in today's money. 500 million back then was like well more than $1 billion today, or 200 million even, I think. And yeah, so yesterday's billionaires, today's billionaires controlled the government, and they've always made sure that regardless of what the will of the people was or what policies were promoted, the way they were actually implemented it's always been designed to screw ordinary people. And that's just, amplified, because if things are crap, then that's the comparison everyone compares new laws to is the existing crap ones. So it's easier to get even shittier laws passed. It's a long process of corrupting everything to only work for the billionaires, and it's only gotten worse with time. Anyways, Let's see if I can't engage this to set up flanking. No, because we'll definitely set up flank for those guys. Engage the Dweaver. Because I might want would engage it. Yeah. And this is kind of cool, the ability to spin around the sides and flank something you just engaged. It's gimmick that's really not nearly enough credit. It's one of the reasons engage is such an awesome ability, especially if you have enough speed to really use that. Could hit the Drathix too with the sword. Guaranteed death. One hit. Yeah. Can't stun against the Drathix. So I should hit this in case they stun. Yep, and then chose that position so I could slash the Drathix if I did. Which I did, so. Cool. Dragon slaying. Always fun. Actually, I could do this to have Brenner. Set flank on the Thrusk for early, and then she could just slash it. Nah, I could have these guys shoot the Thrusk. Why am I thinking about that? It's too far forward, though. Shoot. Yeah, I don't want him to. Use these interfusions. They're necessary. Oh yeah, he successfully set up flanking his cat on this Thrusk. And Weaver is already engaged. by Tomric. Cool. Maybe we're just gonna kill a thrust. Hit the thrust or hit the Drathix. Let's do this, and then actually the hunters could come and shoot the Drathix with flanking, I think. Let's see. It's not flanking. Not mobile enough. Alright, well. So let's try and kill the dragon. So it doesn't trample stuff and not have to worry about poisoning people. Let's kill that. How is Tomric down to only 2 temporary armor? Something must have shredded one at one point. I forgot to regen it. Oh well. Shoot the enemies well enough. Set an ambush for the bard moves. See what it's got. Less cover, maybe, or the nightmare. No. Darn, had to be the nightmare. I move that way. He seems to be blocking an awful lot. Yeah, just lock. I think I explained before, block and dodge are not identical. There's this myth that they're identical. They are not. In most respects, they're the same. But there are, there's at least one offhand weapon that cares whether a hit is dodged or blocked, and that's the ice shield, which is unique legendary shield you can get from a certain event. I won't spoil it for you guys. And it's an artifact quality offhand, so you always will keep it in Legacy, even without any mods or anything. And so if you get a warrior with ice shield, or actually any character I think can use it. If you get a character with an ice shield and they block a hit, it it pins the enemy, I think, if I remember correctly, or hobbles them or something. Whereas if you dodge, it doesn't do that. So block is marginally better than dodge. Otherwise, they're identical. Well, there might also be some interaction with Foxfight, which causes dodging of hits. In which case, block might be better for that too. I don't think so. I think even if block would have procced, Foxfight still gets used up, but it's definitely the ice shield that it's a certainty. Alright. Stone is useful for calcifying or rock shielding people. Earth scribes are awesome, not least of which they can rock shield allies when they go into danger. That nightmare somehow ended up on top of scenery and it can't move. That's bugged. Right, it won't show its movement anyways. Maybe it can move off. I think there's a fallback where it like tramples the thing a little bit. Even Smeal and Thompson's, well, especially Smeal's only 3 warding. She engages so they can't go about. No engages. Less freedom to attack my hunters these guys have, the better. So there's a chance I miss here. I was more concerned about the bard. Let's do this instead before it gets any more out of hand with the eggs. Atomic should be safe from any harm. Nightmare. Can't reach him there. So I want him to regenerate his stalwart armor soon. Reasonably certain this thing can't. Yep. Oh, it's just a little crowd control on the Chrysalis. Yeah, 5 damage. That's not terrible. I'll just shoot the kin instead. Keeper's got great range. Yeah, that thing can't even move. It's butt. Alright. Start moving towards the instead and yes. Shoot these things. Always a good enough shot to hit reliably. Bard's actually not a huge deal. Who's got 2 temporary health on top of all that warding. She probably should have actually taken her off stalwart. She didn't need that extra warding for the bard. Could move further. But taking out stalwart and engage, and then she wouldn't develop move at all this turn. Helps with discuses bouncing around. So try and kill things that, darn, to deal with ether burns, which are a slight annoyance on top of Bard's Shell Song. Drop that log so we can infuse stone wall later. Oh, wait. That didn't consume a swift action before. Weird. Can instead set up a wall of eggs for itself. Ridiculous, but thankfully it doesn't cover every possible angle. If this will interfere with its moves, probably not. Oh, yeah, she's got a prepared shot. Take down one of the eggs. I'm pretty sure that. But hit this one, would have killed it. Stunt, she gets an AP. I'll attack back. I keep AP. Playing too much pop-up dungeon. Stalwarts that you can gauge the bard without issue later. Yep, dead nightmare. Because Tomric only has 3 warning when he's non-stalwart. The shield, that's like 4. The bard could do up to 5 damage, so it's not walled. I'm being dumb. I can just end the battle this round either way. Probably. Yeah, let's just finish this. It's really gonna make me deal with these eggs. Boom. Cool. And you'll notice they all got more experience than usual for an incursion because Uli didn't take any. It's particularly noticeable. I've seen max level characters sometimes when there's only like 3 individuals in an assault, and it's really noticeable. People get 50% more XP than normal. Alright. Salvage the poison for spell thread. We'll go from 4 to 5 stored spell threads. And squares have more armor now. But I'm up to 34 legacy points, so cool. Getting closer to 40, at which point 7 heroes can receive promotions. Yeah, legacy or tier low. I have something like 9 I'd want to do ideally. I'm not go that long. So 9 party members just right here, which 2 automatically get promoted because this was their first campaign. Oh, this is Lyser's first campaign too. You wouldn't know, he's so old, but yeah. So, just the people I've got here, that's 6 possible upgrades, but then there's also people retired earlier could use a upgrade in their legacy tier. Some more legacy heroes. Got events that pulled more than usual into this campaign. Anyways, the Threads of Fate event, if you remember, for instance, pulled in, I think that brought in Uli. And then someone else. So these guys all here. The rest of the party is. You do the assignments here to those who work the fastest. Party together, and pass is done. Tomta and Yuna are friends now. Just cronies, but every bit helps. Now Weaver Oaks been infested. Where's that? Oh, that area. Another pass. I felt into the hearts of these mounds. Cold salt shale and dragon opal. Not the kind of stones you want to notch. Guess it's an earth scribe. Let's get started anyways. Here come more Calamities. The Hunts now have Poison Blade. The Drathix has extra armor. Organs. I deploy 2 Ragers and drive in 2 darts. More infestations and Lycer will retire, but this is the last chapter anyways. So, yeah. It's worth noting there's Thrixl Gorgons. Oh yeah, there are driving in deepest couple sites. So all the Calamities are still relevant. There's always one enemy type missing. There's no more Thragi, except through like opportunities. Such as, what is it? Field and forest or whatever. The Mithragi plant trees. Still happen. I think. I think I could do a pass here. Oh, I'm gonna send them all to here and build the fences. And then I guess a bridge, actually. The tannery. And here, and allow the infestations to spread so that incursions happen even more often. So here, Calamities until I get to the legacy points I want. Or here, there's a small chance they might still go this path, so it might not even speed up incursions. Yeah, I'll build this bridge first. Oh ho, I'll have this thing done in a week, I'd guess. Little more than 3 weeks. I mean 2 weeks, not quite, almost 3. 3 days short, 3 weeks. Not of the week, Tomric. So he labor times 2.2. Probably because he's got hardiness and very high health. Health helps with bridge building, I'm sure. Let's do this one too. Or, no, I need defenses in case incursion does make it here. They'd be forced to come this way, wouldn't they? Does get some serious rain. Mixed feelings, honestly. Guess go with your opinion. Warriors are by far best at this. Yeah, they're all the same anyways. Tier 3 defenses. The unwilds are now protected. We are comrades. Cool. And I'll just build this bridge. It's narrowest here. I think we should do it. Focus the sun mouse would thank us. Probably. Another 18 days, another bridge. Actually helps infestations spread faster because they can't spread it across the river unless there's a bridge. Since they clear whenever a site launches an incursion, this just very marginally decreases the average time between incursions. Huh, Giovanna's Meal are antagonists. Really? Oh, they were already rivals. They just leveled up. That's good. Stronger buffs. 6 days till the incursion. We'll just go for 7 miles, but if there's one from here, we go north. Or here we go north. Should probably send a small number towards 7 miles. My lower. No, it's always 6 days. I'll just send everyone until the incursion happens. Keep them together. Javelin and Agaridia actually made friends while they traveled. Thrixl great numbers moved to tax your lands. Ah, these guys, but yeah, they're not going for Bedware, they're going for 7 miles. Guess that means that they all do, except from this area. Which probably goes for Run Pony. Maybe here. Well. The party together. Take the quickest route to where they are. Intercept them at the source. Smil and Tomric are companions. Nice. We're all just getting to be closer friends. Or stronger rivals. This does remind me of stuff you'll see people write about Dwarf Fortress. Cool game, by the way. It's a free version. It's been around in the works forever with ASCII graphics. And it's also a Steam version with actual tile set. Though you can get used. There have been community tile sets in the game forever. But this one's made by the game developer. Which costs money, unlike the free version. But you see stuff on the wiki or strategy guides about the game, player-made strategy guides about sitting out a siege and your dwarves can't do anything but sit and make friends in the fort. Well, first of all, that's actually kind of nonsense because you can easily have farming within a fortress walls if you designed it well. And, you know, you can do crafting, farming, have dwarves work on their skills in various ways. But, it was somebody advocating for just selling forth and attacking siegers, which is dumb in that game. There's often clever things you can do, like dig pits out beneath them and collapse the ground underneath siege armies, quite literally. Or just shoot at them from the walls of fortress that they get nearby. But anyways, spend the time to build catapults, ballista. But anyways, Making friends is valuable in that game. It doesn't lead to a tantrum spiral, and it's valuable here too. Dwarf Fortress friendships allow for positive interactions where dwarfs are happier, and if you get a bunch of these, well, yeah, they're upset if a friend dies, but if they have a lot of friends, it's something that's easy to compensate for. What you don't want is a fort where the dwarves have very modest number of friends. If they've almost none, they're unlikely to lose friends in battle. If they have a ton, they'll probably be so happy their friends all comfort them and they'll be fine. It's when they have like a medium number where there's the highest likelihood of losing someone, but not enough to. And Olean forts don't have good amenities. Anyways, at some point I'll do a let's play of Dwarf Fortress. I've been waiting for the game to get another update, probably, and some more bug fixes after before I do it, because periodically it updates. Instead, continuing with my existing series because I got a number of those. Like this game, Pop-Up Dungeon, check that one out. Vorion, Rebel Inc., Vampire, Rise of Nations, just so many things. You guys should check out my channel playlists and consider watching some. But I will see you folks next video, where I will decide who's going to intercept this incursion. Probably different people before, but maybe not. Maybe actually get a useful drop for once. Last two drops are useless. A two-handed sword and poison. Maybe I'll get an augment for a party member or armor for Yuna or something. Anyways, wish you all the best. Now, take care of each other. Be kind to yourselves. And may you always find guiding startling home. Until next time. Adieu. Best luck.